The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a nice Nice spin into some open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing. Heineke. That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke. They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on the 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards.
And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke.
His throw incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On third down, Heineke.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken in at the 11.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, and they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Again, Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Heineke. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right.
28-yard line. The Seahawks offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Dallas up the middle. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Heineke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Heineke now. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Heineke's going to hold on to it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Heineke. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the give, this is Dallas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First down, Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the handoff, it's Dallas. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
To throw is Heineke. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just trying to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down, they've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
This is Dallas, an inside handoff.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Heineke.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Let's take it inside his own 40. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is coming on here. And, boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Here's Jackson to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at
hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Edwards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Now Heineke. That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A first down throw for Heineke.
Out to the right here to Wilson.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Heineke. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Heineke again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they're getting this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches